Hello, and welcome back to the channel. This week we're diving into Cracker Barrel's controversial new look, Del Taco's massive burritos, and McDonald's latest sales numbers. It's a lineup that touches on nostalgia, value, and the economic pressures shaping what and how we eat. We'll see how tradition clashes with change, how brands are fighting for your dollar, and what it all means for your next meal. Grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's unpack the biggest restaurant news of the week. Let's get started. First up, Cracker Barrel, a brand built on nostalgia, rocking chairs, and that cozy, cluttered general store vibe. For decades, it's been a roadside staple. A place where families and travelers alike could count on a warm welcome, a hearty meal, and a trip down memory lane. The creak of the porch swing, the checkerboards, and the shelves packed with old-fashioned candy and trinkets, these details weren't just decoration, they were the heart of the experience. Recently, they unveiled a new, modern store design. Minimalist, bright, and stripped of the signature antiques. Gone were the walls crowded with vintage signs and quirky memorabilia, replaced by sleek lines and open spaces. The intention was to refresh the brand and appeal to a new generation, but the result was a space that felt unfamiliar to many longtime fans. The reaction? Outrage. A viral video of the remodel sparked a flood of criticism online. Social media lit up with passionate posts, as people shared memories of childhood visits and family traditions, expressing disbelief at the drastic change. Loyal customers called the new look sterile and corporate, saying it erased the very soul of Cracker Barrel. Many felt the new design stripped away the warmth and character that made the restaurant unique, leaving behind just another generic chain. For many, the charm wasn't just a bonus, it was the main reason to visit. The food was comforting, sure, but it was the atmosphere, the sense of stepping into a simpler time, that kept people coming back. The general store, the antiques, the sense of history, these were the things that made Cracker Barrel feel like home. The backlash was so intense that Cracker Barrel had to respond publicly, promising to listen and reconsider. The company issued statements acknowledging the outcry and assuring customers that their voices mattered. They admitted the remodels were a test and assured fans their feedback would shape future plans. Executives emphasized that the company's roots were important, and that any changes would be made with care and respect for tradition. This is a classic case of a legacy brand struggling to modernize without alienating its core audience. It's a delicate balancing act. How do you stay relevant in a changing world without losing the essence that made you beloved in the first place? Cracker Barrel's value has always been about more than food. It's about the feeling of stepping into a different, more comforting world. It's about the memories made over biscuits and gravy, the laughter echoing off wood-paneled walls, and the sense of belonging that comes from a place that feels unchanged by time. The decor is the experience, not just the backdrop. Every antique, every sign, every rocking chair tells a story and adds to the tapestry of the brand. The company is now pausing and reassessing, realizing nostalgia is a powerful force. They're learning that what might seem outdated to some is a source of comfort and connection for others. The lesson? Change is risky when your brand is built on memory and emotion. When people feel like they're losing a piece of their past, the reaction can be swift and intense. Cracker Barrel's next move will be watched closely. Can they find a middle ground that feels fresh but still like home? The challenge is to evolve in a way that honors the past while gently inviting in the future. For now, it looks like the antiques and rocking chairs are here to stay. The company seems to have heard the message loud and clear: don't fix what isn't broken. This story is a reminder. Sometimes what looks outdated to a designer feels like home to a customer. The emotional connection people have to a place can outweigh any trend or design philosophy. The backlash wasn't just about furniture, it was about identity. It was about the fear of losing a place that holds so many memories for so many people. Cracker Barrel's challenge is to evolve without losing what makes it special. The brand must walk a fine line between innovation and preservation, between attracting new guests and honoring loyal ones. The industry is watching, and so are the fans. Other legacy brands are taking notes, wondering if they too could face a similar backlash if they stray too far from their roots. Will they double down on tradition, or try to modernize again? The next steps Cracker Barrel takes could set the tone for how other brands approach change. Only time will tell. But for now, the message is clear. Don't mess with nostalgia. When a brand becomes part of people's lives, it's not just a business decision, it's personal. Sometimes, the best way forward is to remember where you came from. The past isn't just history, it's the foundation of trust and loyalty. Let's see if Cracker Barrel takes that to heart, and if they can continue to be a place where memories are made for generations to come. Next, let's talk about value, specifically Del Taco's new strategy: go big or go home. In a fast food world where prices keep climbing and portions seem to shrink, Del Taco is taking a different approach. They're not just offering a meal, they're making a statement about what value should look like in 2024. In a world of rising prices, Del Taco is betting that bigger is better, launching burritos that weigh over half a pound. These aren't your average fast food wraps, they're hefty, packed, and designed to fill you up. It's a bold move, especially when so many other chains are quietly making their portions smaller. Their new El Big Box platform features 3 epic burritos, each designed to be a full meal, not just a snack. These burritos are the centerpiece, and Del Taco wants you to know you're getting something substantial every time you order. For $10, you get a hefty burrito, fries, and a drink. A rare deal these days. In an era where a simple combo can easily cost more, Del Taco's pricing stands out as a breath of fresh air for anyone watching their wallet. The move is all about perceived value. When you hold a heavy, packed burrito, you feel like you're getting your money's worth. There's something satisfying about the weight in your hand, the sense that you're not being shortchanged. While competitors shrink portions, Del Taco is doing the opposite, making size their selling point. It's a direct response to shrinkflation, where customers pay more for less. Here, you pay for more and actually get more. The epic burritos aren't just big, they're loaded with premium fillings like crispy chicken, bacon, and guac. Del Taco isn't skimping on quality either. Each bite is meant to deliver bold flavors and satisfying textures, making the meal feel indulgent. It's a direct challenge to the value menus of bigger chains. Del Taco is saying, "We see your dollar menu and we raise you a meal that actually fills you up." It's a shot across the bow in the ongoing fast food value wars. The El Big Box simplifies choices. One meal, one price, no guesswork. For busy customers, that's a huge plus. No need to do mental math or hunt for the best deal. It's all right there, ready to go. Del Taco's marketing is loud and clear. These burritos are for the truly hungry. The ads don't just show food, they show satisfaction, fullness, and a sense of getting more than you paid for. It's a smart way to stand out in a crowded market, especially for a chain with fewer locations. Del Taco knows it can't outnumber the giants, so it's outsizing them instead, carving out a niche for people who want more for their money. The crinkle-cut fries add a familiar, craveable touch. They're a classic side, and pairing them with a massive burrito makes the meal feel complete, comforting, filling, and just a little bit nostalgic. Success will depend on whether these burritos deliver on taste and size every time. Consistency is key. If customers get what they expect, word will spread, and Del Taco could become the go-to spot for big, satisfying meals. If customers feel satisfied and see real value, they'll keep coming back. Repeat business is the name of the game, and Del Taco is banking on the idea that people remember a meal that leaves them full and happy. This taps into a bigger trend. People want indulgence and value, even as they watch their budgets. In tough times, a little extra food for your dollar feels like a win, and Del Taco is leaning into that feeling. Del Taco is betting on the American appetite and the desire for a deal. It's a classic formula: big portions, bold flavors, and a price that feels fair. It's a bold move. While others shrink, they supersize. In a landscape where less is more has become the norm, Del Taco is proudly swimming against the current. The message? You don't have to settle for less. Del Taco wants you to know that compromise isn't on the menu, just big, satisfying meals. In a time of shrinkflation, Del Taco is size-flating and making it their brand. They're not just resisting the trend, they're flipping it on its head and making it a selling point. Will it work? If the burritos live up to the hype, it just might. People are hungry for value, and Del Taco is serving it up in a big way. For now, Del Taco is serving up a solution to a hungry, value-conscious crowd. They're not just feeding people, they're feeding a movement for more, for better, for bigger. Sometimes, bigger really is better. And for Del Taco, that might just be the recipe for standing out in a world where everyone else is giving you less. Finally, let's check in with the industry giant, McDonald's. As one of the most recognizable brands in the world, McDonald's often serves as a bellwether for the entire fast food industry. When McDonald's makes a move, competitors and analysts alike pay close attention, knowing it can signal broader trends. Their latest earnings report shows a 2.5% growth in U.S. same-store sales for the second quarter, a welcome turnaround after 2 negative quarters. This uptick, while modest, is significant in a market where many chains are struggling just to break even. It's a sign that McDonald's is finding ways to adapt, even as economic headwinds persist. The secret? Aggressive value deals and app-exclusive promotions to win back budget-conscious customers. By leveraging technology and digital engagement, McDonald's is meeting people where they are, on their phones, looking for the best possible deal. People are still flocking to McDonald's for affordable, convenient meals, but they're watching every dollar. The days of large, spontaneous orders are fading. Now, customers are more strategic, often planning their visits around deals and discounts. The company calls it check management. Customers are skipping extras, using more coupons, and sticking to deals. Sides, desserts, and premium add-ons are being left behind in favor of core menu items and value bundles. McDonald's leadership isn't celebrating just yet. Executives are quick to point out that while sales are up, the environment remains unpredictable, and consumer confidence is still shaky. They're warning that consumer stress is still high, especially among lower-income diners. Many families are making tough choices, and even a small price increase can push them to reconsider eating out. Inflation may be cooling, but essentials like gas and groceries are still expensive, leaving less for eating out. For many, a trip to McDonald's is now a carefully budgeted treat, not a routine habit. McDonald's is doubling down on value, knowing affordability is the key battleground. The value menu isn't just a marketing tool, it's a lifeline for customers feeling the pinch. Their mobile app is central, offering personalized deals and building loyalty. The app not only drives repeat visits, but also gives McDonald's valuable data on customer preferences and spending habits. The challenge: keep prices low enough to attract customers, but manage rising costs behind the scenes. Labor, ingredients, and logistics are all more expensive, forcing McDonald's to walk a tightrope between value and profitability. The 2.5% growth is a win, but profitability per customer remains tight. Every transaction counts, and there's little room for error in pricing or service. If even McDonald's is cautious, it's a sign the whole industry is bracing for a tough road ahead. Smaller chains and independents may find it even harder to weather the storm. The focus now is on core menu classics: Big Macs, Quarter Pounders, McNuggets, the comfort food people trust. These familiar favorites are reliable sellers, especially when customers are hesitant to try new or pricier items. They're also investing in faster service and better experiences. But with an eye on what happened to Cracker Barrel, don't alienate your base. McDonald's knows that consistency and speed are just as important as price. The takeaway? McDonald's is resilient, but the economic recovery is fragile. The company's ability to adapt quickly is a major advantage, but the path forward is anything but certain. They're adapting but not taking anything for granted. Every decision is weighed carefully, from menu changes to staffing levels, as they try to balance innovation with stability. The fight for the value-driven customer is only getting fiercer. With so many options, loyalty is hard-won and easily lost, especially when wallets are tight. For now, McDonald's is leaning on what it does best: brand, convenience, and value. These pillars have carried the company through tough times before, and they remain its greatest strengths. The industry is watching, and so are we. Every quarter, every promotion, every menu tweak is scrutinized for signs of what's next in fast food. The golden arches aren't going anywhere, but they're moving carefully. In a world of uncertainty, even giants must tread lightly. In this climate, cautious optimism is the name of the game. McDonald's is betting that by staying true to its roots while embracing smart innovation, it can weather whatever comes next, and maybe even come out stronger on the other side. That wraps up this week's restaurant news. From Cracker Barrel's nostalgia battle to Del Taco's big burritos and McDonald's cautious optimism, the industry is in flux. These stories show how brands are balancing tradition, value, and economic reality. If you enjoyed this update, hit subscribe and ring the bell for more. Thanks for watching. Until next time, eat well and be well. See you next week.